Welcome. I am Collins Trott, Child Development Faculty on the Wallace Community College Dothan campus. In this episode, we are going to be learning about physical development in the first year. Physical growth and development during the first year of life are exciting because children grow and develop new skills each day. Of all the changes that occur during infancy, physical growth is the most noticeable. Growth occurs both outward, such as height and weight, and inward, such as tissues and organ growth. A person's physical growth may continue until the early years of adulthood. This growth period is longer than that of any other living creature. So join me, Miss Trott, as we learn all about physical development in the first year. From birth to 1 month of age, a baby is medically known as a neonate or newborn. Between 1 month and 1 year after birth, a baby is commonly called an infant. The stage of development during the first year of life is known as infancy. Much physical growth and development occur during infancy. Besides changes in physical traits during the first year, changes also occur in organ and skeletal growth. The brain grows faster than any other tissue or organ in the child's body during the first year. Most neurons develop during prenatal period, but fine-tuning occurs during infancy. The neurons increase in size, more glial cells form, more dendrites develop, and myelination occurs to speed up connections. The brain weighs 1 pound at birth and 2 pounds at 1 year of age. The muscles and organs will continue to mature. Newborns are born with a complete set of immature muscles. During infancy, muscles increase in size through physical activity and hormones. The infant's strength and stamina increase with muscle development. During the first year, the digestive system remains immature. Infants still breathe from the diaphragm in the abdominal area rather than from the chest like adults. Infants' lung tissue is highly vulnerable to viruses, bacteria, and pollution, including secondhand smoke. Newborns' hearts are immature but improve in strength throughout infancy. The pumping of the blood becomes better regulated, which lowers blood pressure. The skeletal system is the framework of the body that consists of cartilage, bones, and teeth. Skeletal growth refers to the changes in the child's length and weight, body proportions, and bones and teeth. During infancy, skeletal growth is rapid. Length and weight increase quickly. The infant's body proportions soon change. Until brain firings hardware connections, infants must think about their movements, which cause these movements to be slow. Infants' reaction to what they see and hear are general and then become more specific. Control of the body begins from head to foot and also goes from the trunk outward. Motor development is the use and control of muscles that direct body movements. Children develop gross motor skills as they learn to use and control large muscles, the trunk, arms, and legs, to roll over, sit, crawl, stand, and walk. Being able to control the small muscles, such as those in the fingers and hands, leads children to develop fine motor skills. Having control over the body is a sign of children's growth and development. Developmental milestones are physical, intellectual, and social-emotional tasks many children learn to accomplish by a certain age. Developmental milestones identify age approximations for when children, on the average, can demonstrate certain growth and developmental tasks. Because body development is directional, there is a sequence to infants' motor development. Babies reach postural, locomotor, and grasping milestones. Each child, however, develops at his or her own rate. The rate is affected by heredity, nutrition, illness, and activity. Whether a child is praised and encouraged can also make a difference. A healthful diet provides the essential nutrients a child needs to grow and explore and develop in the first year. Meeting a baby's food and nutrition needs quickly alleviates hunger. Responding promptly to the baby's needs for the food teaches the baby their needs will be met. Feeding times for babies can provide bonding opportunities with caregivers. Babies go through different stages of feeding processes. For the first 6 months of life, newborns and infants are completely dependent on breast milk or formula. Around 6 months, infants may begin eating solid foods from a spoon and drink from a cup. These tasks require the child to use throat and tongue muscles and develop coordination. By the end of the first year, infants are beginning to self-feed using their fingers. As infants are developing new feeding skills, mealtimes can be frustrating and messy. Remaining calm may help make mealtimes pleasant for infants and their parents. Babies need others to meet all their physical needs. When physical needs are not met, it affects other areas of development. Babies who are hungry, tired, or sick suffer in physical, intellectual, social, and emotional ways. One basic human need is for clothing. During the first years, babies need clothing items that are comfortable, easy to put on and take off, suitable for weather and temperature, and safe. Soft, loose-fitting clothes are easy for infants to move around in and are comfortable. Clothes for infants must also be safe. Clothes that have ties, buttons, bows, or hooks can be choking hazards for infants. Clothes that have drawstrings can be strangulation hazards. And to protect infants from burns, sleepwear must be made of flame-resistant fabric or must fit snugly. Tub bathing can begin as soon as a newborn's navel has healed. The preparation steps for tub bathing are the same for sponge bathing. The only difference is that a small tub is filled with 3 inches of comfortably warm water. Tub baths should be given carefully and quickly for the baby's comfort and safety. Whether giving babies sponge baths or tub baths, parents should never leave their babies unattended, even for a second. While babies are bathed, they enjoy parents who talk, sing, cuddle, smile. Babies often respond well because warm water is relaxing. As infants grow, they enjoy kicking and splashing in the water as their parents hold them. Water play is good for babies' motor development, as well as being lots of fun. Babies require frequent diaper changes throughout the first year. Older infants wiggle more and may protest when diapered, which makes the tasks harder for adults. To keep the infant's interest, parents may talk, sing, and play with the infant during the diaper changes. Parents and other caregivers should wash their hands after each diaper change to prevent the spread of germs. When cleaning a diaper changing table, first dispose of any paper on the table. Next, clean any visible soil with detergent and a water mixture and rinse with water. Then spray the entire changing surface with a sanitizing solution, such as 1 teaspoon of household bleach per 1 cup of water. Finally, leave the solution in contact with the surface for 2 minutes and allow to air dry or wipe dry with a clean cloth. Babies vary in the amount of rest and sleep they need. Because newborns grow so rapidly, their tiny bodies need lots of rest. On average, newborns need 14 to 17 hours of sleep per day for the first 3 months. Between 4 and 12 months of age, infants need 12 to 16 hours of sleep. As infants grow, they can sleep for longer periods. By the time infants are 9 months old, they may be able to sleep for at least 8 to 10 hours throughout the night without a feeding. To get the remaining hours of sleep, infants typically take 1 to 4 naps per day between 30 minutes and 2 hours at a time. Sudden infant death syndrome, known as SIDS, is a condition in which a sleeping baby dies without warning and for medically unexplained reasons. SIDS is a part of a broader category of sudden unexpected infant death, also called SUID, which includes infants' deaths from SIDS, accidental suffocation or strangulation in bed, and other unknown causes. SUID is the leading cause of death in babies between 1 month and 1 year of age. In many cases, seemingly healthy babies simply stop breathing in their sleep. Though the cause of SUID is unknown, some risk factors are known, including keeping the infant's bed free of soft, fluffy products and using the back position for a sleeping infant. A bed is one of the most essential pieces of furniture a baby needs. During the first few weeks after birth, parents may prefer their newborn's sleep. Safety in the baby's bedding and supplies is essential. A baby bed should be high and stable enough to prevent young children or pets from tipping it over. If the cradle or bed has slats, distance between the slats must be 2 3/8 inches or less. This prevents infants from wiggling feet first through the slats until their heads are caught, which could cause injury or death. The mattress on the bed should be snug fitting and any sheet should be firm fitting, not loose fitting. Loose fabric can tangle around the baby and smother or strangle him or her. Also, drop side cribs and bumper pads should not be used. Physical activity is important for muscle development, coordination, and even relaxation. Helping babies move their muscles will not cause them to crawl or walk sooner, but may help the general development of the muscles. To help babies with physical activity, parents often engage their babies in tummy time several times each day. If started early in life, physical activity may become a daily, lifelong habit. Daily physical activity is also a way to have fun with babies and develop a warm relationship. All play spaces for infants should be safe, yet provide stimulating play and physical activity. Now let's review what we've learned. An infant's physical development is rapid during the first year. The brain grows faster than any other organ. The muscles and organs will continue to mature. Skeletal growth is rapid. Length and weight increase quickly. The infant's body proportions soon change. Motor development is the ability to control the large and small muscles that direct body movements. Until brain firing hardware connections, infants must think about their movements, which cause these movements to be slow. Infants' reactions to what they see and hear are general and then become more specific. Control of the body begins from head to foot and also goes from the trunk outward. Because body development is directional, there is a sequence to infants' motor development. Babies reach postural, locomotor, and grasping milestones. Only breast milk or formula is recommended for around the first 6 months. Around then, adults can introduce solid foods one at a time along with breast milk or formula. Learning to drink from a cup, eat finger foods, and use a spoon takes time. These tasks require the child to use throat and tongue muscles and develop coordination. Infants' clothing should be comfortable, safe, and easy to put on and take off. All clothing, bedding, and equipment must be safe. Other needs include bathing, sleeping, and having places to sleep and play. When giving a tub or a sponge bath, take appropriate safety precautions. To lessen the chance of SUID, keep the infant's bed free of soft, fluffy products and put all infants on their backs to sleep. All play spaces for infants should be safe, yet provide stimulating play and physical activity. That wraps us up for this episode. You can learn more about this topic by reviewing the resources posted in your course. And as always, if you have any questions, please contact your instructor. Thanks for joining me, Miss Trott, as we learned all about physical development in the first year. See you next time.